Morning, everyone. Oh, okay. So happy Friday again. And there is a restaurant called Thank God It's Friday. Now we said Thank Buddha It's Friday. Okay, so now as we are preparing ourselves to wait for our meditation to begin, so strongly recommended things is what? Okay, just do a mild exercise or walking meditation. So just like walking in your normal pace, okay, but focus on your breath, on your breathing, or you may focus on every steps that you do, okay, and then feel the steps. Okay, so that is the things. And by the way, while you are doing the mild exercise or meditation, the walking meditation, I'm going to fix the camera because I saw that it's kind of like tilted and it creates a visually imbalanced uh, effects to me. Okay, so see you later. I'm going to fix the camera a little bit. So it might be for some of you, it might be, kind of like bumpy, okay, or, kind of like shaky. I hope that you don't mind. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so now there is some problem. Yeah, not sure what happened because it's always like not very balanced. Okay, I think this is good enough. Good? Nobody's answering. Okay, I hope this is better. Okay, I see the lines are, there's a line here. See the line of the stage. So I always use it as as a reference for the leveling. Okay, or whatever it calls. Okay, so exercise, mild exercise. Okay, I hope you can hear me well from here. Okay, so I would like to just kind of like demonstrate some of the exercise. Okay, so we know that one thing is that sometimes when we are standing, right? Okay, we tend to use certain muscles instead of, but the other muscles are not getting enough strength. So what we're going to do is just like we are in normal standing, we usually stand like this, right? Our toe will be, kind of like outward. But if you are washing dishes, standing for anything, but without moving, you're just standing still, okay, then I recommend you to kind of like putting your toes together like that. Okay. Then it exercise other muscles. Okay, so for that you will not feel that it will be a kind of like this. Right, so you can stand like this. But while you're washing, brushing your teeth, or anything, okay, so this is the way you can do that. This is some of my the yoga teacher from YouTube. She's a Chinese yoga teacher, so yeah. So it's kind of like exercising some of the muscles of our thigh that we don't usually train them while we're standing. So this is just when we're standing, we're training our muscles too. Okay, so that is the one. Okay. And for the flexibilities, I understand that some of you can sit, like cross legs with your legs flat, right? Okay, so it's like this. I think that some of you can't do that. That's completely okay because it's just your what your body is. Okay, but if you would like to kind of like train yourself, or making your body more flexible, let me take off my shoes. Right. Then I would recommend you to do certain exercise. Okay. Oh, okay. So like this, because my okay. So like this, you put your feet together, right? Okay. So it maybe you will be like this, but you can press that a little bit down, one at a time. Okay, just press it. Okay. Or you can just, moving this one, your feet. Your feet should be, putting together, just like you're joining your palms. Okay. And then you can just push it further away your body, then your knees will be, kind of like flattened, right? And then you can pull it. Okay, so you can feel the stretch here or even pain, but you can just hold it as as far as you can. Don't force yourself. Okay, so just hold it for a little bit, then release it. Okay, so during that time you can just do a normal breathing, so don't worry. Okay, so like that, pull it, or you can like push it down, but I think that pulling, it might be easier for us, right? Okay, so or for those who are flexible, because that is some flexibilities, and you can do these, so like that. Okay, I can't do it anymore, but before I can just put my head onto my toes, so it's kind of like you're bending and putting your forehead to onto your toes. So this is one way for you to do to kind of like doing the flexibilities. But okay, this is only for just training your flexibility, but it doesn't mean that if you are sitting like this, you are not able to concentrate. No, it is not the things. Okay, so it is just a way, okay, to maybe if you want to do the half lotus or full lotus, you may need to train your flexibilities. Okay, and for those who have practiced the meditation with the half lotus is one leg over the other. Okay, so there is something that I would like to ask you to do, and this is my recommendation, strongly recommendation, is that when whatever your legs, whichever your legs is on top of another, okay, for the seating session, the next seating session, you have to switch your legs. Okay, so that you won't have an imbalance of your pelvic. Okay, so this is something that is for sometimes like chiropractic issues or reasons for us to be cautious. Okay, so this is only for the half lotus. For the full lotus, you don't have these problems because your pelvic will be perfectly balanced. Okay, so this is only for the half lotus. Right? So half lotus, you have to switch your legs on top to the other. switching whether left or right. Okay, so for after after the the session, CD sessions. So, for example, if you are using your your right hand, right leg is on top of your left for today, and for tomorrow, you might want to have your left legs over your right thighs. Okay, so like that. Okay, so so you can, if you are sitting on the hardwood, you will feel, the balance of your pelvic. It is different. So you have to train both of your side. Okay, so that it will not, it will be more like create good, better. Okay, and for the ladies, okay, so I don't think that the ladies will do that. But if you're really so found into meditation, right? So my suggestion is that whether you're doing half lotus or full lotus, right, your feet, okay, don't pull your feet too high because someone will be wanting to do that. Right? Too high or closer. You don't put your feet closer to your abdomen. Okay, so you want to just put it on. There is I don't know, halo shape. I don't know how to say that. This one, okay. So you might want to just put your legs or feet on here. Okay. The reason why it is because there is an organ called, oval, okay, okay, or okay, oval, right? Okay, it's female reproductive systems, right? So you might don't want to, put it here because it is kind of like maybe it's a kind of a qigong issues. So your chi will not be affecting your, you know, productive system. So that is, and for males, no problem. Okay, so you can just put it as tight as you can. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so now we are kind of like going beyond the time. Too much things to say. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to have 2 minutes walking meditation. So let us start. Let us begin. Walking meditation and be mindful on your breathing. So stay where you are and be mindful on your breath. Okay, so now we are going to, oops. Okay, we're going to take 3 bows to the Buddha. Half bow first. Okay, so please be seated. I'm going to grab my phone because later I'm going to call Dan. I just left my phone from me. Okay, so I won't get disturbed by the phone. Okay, so get yourself a comfortable, balanced seating posture. Balanced, stable, comfortable seating posture. Sit straight through your spine. That's important because we're going to remain the same posture for a period of time. So we want it to be the proper posture so that we will get ourselves, uh, you know, trained without harm, right? Okay. So take away your eyeglasses, your watch, anything that you feel tightened, loosen your belt or any buttons, right, that you feel strictly or tight, right? Okay, so maybe you can move a little bit, shake your body before you adjust a posture that best suit for you. Right? And I recommend that you will remain on this sitting posture for throughout the whole sitting session without changing or even moving your body. Right? The reason why is because when you're moving your body, right, your thoughts are not concentrating your mind. You're kind of like or your mind. Sorry, you're breathing. Okay? Which is our focusing object. Right? Okay, so if we are kind of like shifting or something, then we're not really, really focusing on our breathing. So, or mindful on our breathing. So, you might want to get a comfortable, long-lasting sitting posture. Okay, so, but the several criteria is that sit straight through your spine. Okay, your chin will be a little bit pressing down, but don't press too much. It's just like a little bit. You're just kind of like holding it, okay? Holding it lightly, okay? Pressing it lightly, and then you make close your eyes or half close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. So now we're going to, after taking 3 deep breaths, we're going to scan through our body and relax all of our body from head to toe. So relax your scalp. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your nose. Relax your cheeks. Relax your lips. Relax your ears. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your chest. Relax your abdomen. Relax your back. Relax your lower back. Relax your legs and all the way down to your toes. Now we have relaxed ourselves from head to toe. Now we're going to do it one more time, and this time we're going to do it from outside in. So relax your hair. Relax your skin. Relax your muscles. Relax your nerves. Relax your blood vessels. Relax your bones. Relax your joints. Relax your inner organs and relax your brain. And now we are in a deep relaxation state. It is the best time for us to do the meditative concentration. So what we are using, the technique is called mindful breathing. So just be mindful on your breath. So each breath that you take in and out, you should be mindful. So when breathe in, you can be mindful on how deep the air can reach you. And when breathe out, you can check on how long or how short your breath is. So let us just doing these simple steps. And if your mind is no longer focusing on your breathing, just simply and gently pull it back onto your breath. So let us practice this for a few moments. And so let us be mindful. You may open your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. Okay, after taking 3 deep breaths, and we can do our cool down or warm down exercise or a transition exercise. It's by moving your body to the sides, bending forward and backwards. And do the turns. So, and do it gently and slowly. Then rub your hands until your hands gets warm, and cover your eyes with your palms and roll your eyes clockwise and counterclockwise. And rub your face. And then pull your ears. And then comb your head. So for those who has allergy symptoms, or you're very sensitive to the seasonal change, so you can do these. It's kind of like you're using your fingers and doing rubbing your nose, just gently rubbing your nose. Then you can press these here, with your nose, just at the side of your nose. Okay, so that will be kind of like boosting up your immune system. Okay, then massage your neck, shoulders, then down to your arms, and then the fingers. So whichever you think that it is tight, or you feel like, oh, it's tight, it's like soreness, then you can just kind of like massage it a little bit longer on that part. Okay, and rub your hands. Then put your palms against your lower back and then rub it. Rub your lower back. And then you may release your legs and rub and massage your legs. Okay, now, oops. Okay, so I might be just like these. Excuse me. See, I have my allergy reaction too, because it's cold. It's kind of like cool today. Very, very good. Nice weather. I was outside working with my window, cleaning the window of the window door, the glass door of our temple. I was kind of like cleaning it with Windex, and it might be, too cool for me. So I was kind of like sneezing and having a runny nose. Okay, so now we're going to do the practice of metta, loving kindness. Okay, so you know what to do. So let us sit down, sit, okay, get yourself a relaxing, comfortable sitting posture. You may get your legs crossed again, or you can just stay where whatever posture you think that is comfortable. Join your palms, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. So let us begin. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of suffering. May I be free of mental anxiety. May I live in peace. May my life be blessed with ease. So now we would like to dedicate our loving kindness toward those who we care and love. So picture them that they are also sitting with us, and we're offering our dedication, our loving kindness toward them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of suffering. May you be free of mental anxiety. May you live in peace. May your lives be blessed with ease. So now we are going to open ourselves up, and we're going to be more inclusive, to dedicate this loving kindness toward everyone, every living beings, every beings in the world or in the universe. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be free of suffering. May we be free of mental anxiety. May we live in peace. May our lives be blessed with ease. So now we are going to take 3 deep breaths again. Fresh air in and breathe out our compassion. Okay, so now just relax yourself. Okay, you can move a little bit. Okay, and then release your legs if you're seated leg crossed. And we are going to, excuse me, we're going to do the Dharma talk. Okay, so today's Dharma talk. So just like as I have mentioned in the last Sunday service, so it's about, it's a gatha about seizing the present moment, right? Okay, so now we're going to talk about attachment and how this attachment come from, and how do we get free, okay, or maybe lessen our attachment. Okay, so but it is a broad topic, so I hope that I can finish it maybe in several talks. I hope so. Okay, so now I'm going to call out Dan again. Oops. Hello, Dan. How are you? Oh, okay. I hope my call gets you fine and well and happy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now my sharing. And this is my sharing. Okay. So we have we know that Buddhism is something about non-attachment, okay? And we know Zen or Chan meditation has always mentioned or remind us about non-attached. Okay, so maybe we might be wondering how can we get attached, because I have my wife or my family and my car, my own jobs. I have my properties, my money, right? Okay, so this is something that we have to, I earned it, I have to protect it. So how can I get non-attached? Okay, so actually, non-attachment is some attitude, right, or something that we have to keep in mind to remind ourselves. Right? So it is not asking everyone to abandon the things that you own, or the relationship that you have or you built. Right? So we are not asking you to do so. Right? So, but for the monastics, right, it is the other ways. Okay, but we're talking about non-attachment itself in a lay people standard, or in a normal level. Okay, so it is not about the monastics, right? Or it is not about, you know, uh, the Buddha. Okay, so not mainly it's not for the monastics. Okay? So we're talking about non-attachment for a certain level. Okay, so we're in talking about non-attachment, we have to talk about first what uh, what why or why. Okay? Why there is attachment? Okay, so I think this attachment, okay, by the Buddha's teachings, he revealed something that we have never think about. Right? Actually, attachment arises when we define. Right? For example, we define this table to be mine, this person to be my relatives, this person to be, or this part of body is me. Okay, so it is like we are defining or trying to identify certain things, and this identification actually happening when we since rebirth. Okay, so we born to to do so, because this is the only way we can recognize the world. This is the only way that we can build connections with the world. Okay, so there is nothing wrong with this. Right? So we are kind of like, this is something that we kept on doing since the birth of us, okay, of a person. Okay? So, okay, but the Buddha reminded us, while this process is going on and on, right? You know, it's not just my love going on and on, but it's this process go on and on, okay? And never being, we have never had a doubt on it, right? But the Buddha pointed out something that we didn't realize, or something that we ignored, is that is this process, will this process go wrong? Okay, so for example, okay, like we're recognizing something as my identity. Right? This is my country. This is me. This is my race. This is my age. Right? My age level. Like there is a baby bloomer. There's a Y generation, generation. Right? So this is how we identify people. Right? And sometimes we will be categorized, oh, they are just like these, they behave like these because they belong to a certain of group. So we're kind of like labeling people, or labeling anything that we see. Right? So it might be good, because this is how we recognize we can know the world. But we are also confined with this kind of during this process. For example, right? So I am maybe I'm just like, I am Asian. So I have, so I just think like Asian. Okay, so I will never change. Okay, I can't change my color of the color of my skin, but maybe I can change my mind, right? Paul, because I'm right now in America, so there is a word, or a slang, or how to say, idioms called, if you live in the Roman, if you live in Rome, you act like the Roman, right? Okay, so we have to kind of like adjusting us in the society. Right? So things like is sometimes we will kind of like being too stubborn, okay, quote unquote stubborn, like uh, hey, someone will make comment on us, and they will say, and we will just kind of get angry, like, oh, this is how I behave, this is how my characteristics to be, right? This is who I am, I can't change it. Okay, but actually, if you look back on the background that you make yourself grow, or your how you grow, then actually you might be realized that we are already confined with the knowledge, with the cultures, with uh, with the educational backgrounds, with the professionals that we are in, right? Okay, so like for example, I realized that the accountant, okay, is always kind of like a straightforward person. They are following the rules. They are kind of setting a lot of protocols because they are trained to do so, because they are accountants. They have to, kind of like doing the numbers, so dealing with the formulas, so they have to do step by steps. So it will kind of like their professionals will mold their personalities or personal characteristics to be acting like this way. Okay, so I never see a accountant is more flexible like a sales. Okay, so sales, they are more flexible. They tend to, having a very good words. Okay, right? Okay, they are good to. They are a person. They have built their personalities of doing or promoting something, right? Okay, so that is sales, right? So they will bring their professionals, the personalities that they built in their professions, and as their personal characteristics. Okay, so this is how we interact with our world, and also the world in, kind of like are affecting us. Okay, it's something like the viewpoint that you see the world, the opinions that you possess, seeing the world, right? So I know that now it is almost the election day, right? We are kind of like in an election campaign right now. We are kind of like flush with these kind of like a lot of campaign, you know, advertisement or mail. So you're bombing with these, right? Okay, so and we can see the Republicans has a certain way of behavior, right? And Democrats has a certain way of behaviors. And I believe that it is not because that they are molding because of that way, because they are Republicans, or maybe they are agreeing some sort of thinking or some sort of propaganda of Republicans, then they go for it, right? So they are kind of more resonate to the political ideology, whether it's Republican or the Democrats, right? So that is, something that we are labeling ourselves, right? But if and there is some tricky points if we think that this is it, and we have never changed, and there is no possibilities for us to change, and our society you know can progress, and there are more conflicts between uh, peoples with different opinions or different views, right? Because we are trying to hold on to our uh, our personal opinions, personal perceptions, right? Okay, so that is something that Buddha wanted to point out, and said that, oh, we have to be aware of it. And the reason why he said so is that because we are constantly changing uh, entities. Okay, for bodies we change, our cell dies, right? And we kind of like renewing ourselves, metabolisms. Okay, so in body wide. But in thoughts, okay, sometimes if your thoughts actually can change, your behavior can be changed, are changeable. Okay, so actually there are, so the Buddha, the reason that the Buddhas talk about non-self is because, or non-attachment, it is because he is showing us the possibilities of change. So there is a saying said, "Sky is the limit." So actually, maybe for the Buddha, even the sky is not just the limits, but the whole universe is the limit. Okay, so and I would like to share with you a story of a Japanese monk called EQ. I think that many of you, if you have a certain knowledge about Japanese Zen Buddhism, you might know him very well. Right? So this Japanese monk, uh, EQ, it's like EQ, right? Okay, or EQ. Right? So EQ, let's just make it EQ. Okay, so this when he became a monk, or when he was very small, right? So while he was a novice, right, he was learning Buddhism in the temple, right? Or he was in under the Zen traditions, right? So he got a master teaching these novice monks. So he was with, his companions. They are all novice monks, okay, and they are learning and to grow. Okay, so they are having their temple life, like they are doing morning chanting, they are sweeping the floor of the temples. They are learning from the masters. They're trying to learn the meditations. Okay, so this is the life of a novice monk. Right? So one day, um, after the morning chanting, right? So before we know that there is no light, right? There is no electricity. So we have the temples has to set the candles on the altar to light the whole. Okay? So you can see that there is if you can see the screen, or then if you remember, try to kind of like memorize the setting of our temple. There is a red candles just beside, in front of the Buddha, and beside the incense burner. Right, so you can see that red things. Okay, I'm pointing at it right now. Okay, so that. Right now it is LED candles. So, but before it is really a fired, well lit candle, right? So after the chanting, right, the candle should be put off, right? So the EQ is kind of like uh, you know, making a responsible, having a responsible of cleaning after the chanting. So the way he put off the candle is just you blow off the candle, like, right? Okay, so you use your mouth to blow off the candle, and this is prohibited. Prohibited, um, using your mouth to blow up the candle. Okay, so this is prohibited. So actually, this is a long-standing traditions, and we're kind of like just confined. We're following the rules, these traditions. So when EQ was blowing off the candle, and his master saw it and said and yelled at him. He say, "Hey, don't blow off the candle. Why? Because you are blowing your mouth breath, or your breath, toward the Buddha. It's considering impolite." Okay, so the he say okay, so he left. Right. So the next day, the novice monk is chanting with the master during the morning chanting. Right. Then the EQ was sitting, facing away the Buddha. Just like me right now, I'm facing away the Buddha, right? I'm before we are when we are sitting in the when we are sitting in the main shrine. last year, okay, before the pandemic, right? Okay. So we're seated facing the Buddha, right? So this is the normal, seating posture or seating position, right? When we're chanting, when we are doing meditation, right? Face the Buddha, right? But, right, uh, after the incident, right, the next morning, the EQ was standing facing away the Buddha, right, just like me right now. Right. So because I'm facing the camera, so I have to face, and I want you to see the Buddha, so I have to face away the Buddha. Okay. So and the master saw the EQ was doing so, and he was kind of like curious. Why are you facing away the Buddha? You're not facing to the Buddha, and you're acting, not normal. Right? And the EQ said, "Oh, because when we are chanting, okay, we have to use our mouth to to chant, right? So I can't because Master, you said that we cannot." Blow our mouth breath to the Buddha. So I have to sit it and chant, sitting away from the Buddha. So I will avoid my breath. Okay, kept on blowing toward the Buddha. Okay, so end of the story. So actually, this story actually, of course, we know that EQ has shown his talent, right, since he was young, right? From the story, actually, EQ, the Zen master EQ was very outstanding Zen master, right? And we can know that he, from his young story, he has already has this Zen mind. Okay, so it's kind of like when we are, reflecting back, the master of EQ actually are also confined with the long-standing practice. Okay, long-standing practice of the traditions. Okay, that we have to hold our breath. We cannot blow off the candle using our breath. Okay, so this is a long tradition, so we have to respect it, but without knowing why. Okay, so actually, this story, okay, also tells us that, or making us rethinking, if we are just following the traditions without knowing, or we know it and then we agreed it and we follow. Okay, so it is a kind of like rethinking, and then redefining the acts that we have, or the perspectives, our own opinions toward the world, so that we will not just confine with our own past experiences, our own past stories that we've been told to do so, right, or traditions, then that will just retaining our behaviors to uh, not able to step one step further, right, and having breakthrough of our own selves. Okay, so this is the teachings of the Buddha, and the story of EQ. So I hope that you can keep this in mind. Okay? This is a very cute story, funny story, and I hope that by facing anything when you are limiting yourself or holding up yourselves, think again, or, or when something that arise, okay, and then we have to think why it has been arise. Okay, for example, maybe the anger or the fear, when we arise, and hearing about, like the instability of the social, society right now, right? Okay, there are a lot of demonstrations. Okay, so we have to rethink why we have these fears. Okay, and then how can we overcome it? Okay, so this is the teaching of the Buddha, and I hope that this will keep us progress and break our limits, because not only the sky is our limit, but also the universe is our limit. Okay, so thank you very much for listening and joining my Dharma talk. And I have to hang up. And then thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, see you next time. Next
Okay.
Friday. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so now we are going, it's 3 minutes away from our 11:10 next sitting session. So we're going to have a break, a very short break. Then we're coming back at 11:10. Okay, so please turn off. And have I'll see you at 11:10. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's you. Okay, so now we're going to come back to your cushions now. Let us do the second sessions. Okay. Oh, okay. I hope that those who are still in front of the screen, we have to really do the exercise. Okay, no matter what kind of exercise that you do. Okay, so just don't sit or don't get lazy, because Right now, I know it is pandemic, still a pandemic, but this pandemic won't stop us exercising, right? Okay, so here, did you hear that? The jet plane. I think this is a jet plane. Right? So yeah, pandemic won't stop the Boeing to do the test. Okay, right? Yeah, because we're still have to live our life, right? Okay, but with caution, with cautious, right? Okay, social distancing. Okay. Okay, so life has its way out, right? We always have its way out. Okay, so now hop on your cushion. I believe you have do so, or you have done so, and get yourself a comfortable, stable, balanced sitting posture. Now I know that not posture, but posture. Okay, so and relax yourselves, tune yourselves to make the best adjustment for meditation. Take 3 deep breaths, relax, and be mindful on your breath or breathing. So let us be mindful. you may open your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Fresh air in, breathe out all of your stress. Okay, then we can do the cool down or warm down or transition exercise, whichever you call it. Okay, rub your hands and then cover your eyes, roll your eyes, and run, and then rub your face, ears, massage your ears, massage your head, down to your neck, shoulders, arms, and to your wrists. Rub your hands again. And rub your lower back. So when we are talking about the limits, right, and conf- uh, retaining, confining, okay, so or said, think outside of the box, right? Okay, so I think this may happen when we are in a foreign ideas, or we are in touch with different cultures, we're in touch with something that is different, right? So I think this may led us to rethink and find a way of adjustment. Okay, so for my experience, my own experience, right, and my past experience, okay, uh, we know that we are living at the present moment, but sometimes we have to getting some examples. Okay, so my past experience, living in the Philippines, then living in America. Okay, so there are a lot of things that I have to adjust. Okay, not just in the Philippines, but you have to adjust everything, and also I have to adjust. Living in the West Coast and also living in the Midwest. Okay, so they are still different. Okay, even it is it is America, but you know and Midwest and West Coast are totally different, right? So, yeah. So we know that there is maybe a language. The words that we use are different, right? And so there are behaviors are different. So I think this can be serve as a lessons for us to learn or to open up ourselves, or maybe just a reflection of ourselves that this my own way of thinking, my opinions or of to something, my ideology or my philosophy, right, has anything uh, maybe many things that maybe conflict with others philosophies or something, and how can I adjust to it. Okay, so uh, may you during this adjustment, then we may make progress, right? And this is so we call non-attachment, right? So open yourself, okay, being more inclusive, okay, then I think that will make us grow, okay, and perfect ourselves. Okay, so this is the not teaching of non-attachment. So this is a kind of like a, of course, it's kind of like a modern rendition for non-attachment. But I think that for the very core idea, I have do it step by steps. Okay. Transfer of merits or dedication of merits. Right? So actually, I know how I can remember it with no difficulties when I'm singing it. Right? But when I'm reading it, there's a problem. I don't know. Okay, so I have to on my cheat sheets. Okay, so my script. Right? So let us join our palms and dedicate the merits that we created when we're talking about non-attachment, when we're talking about maybe letting go, when we're sitting peacefully, when we are nurturing our loving kindness. We would like to, wrap these things, these wholesome things, as a gift to everyone. Okay, so may kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervade our worlds. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May chant, Pure Land, and precept inspire equality and patience. May our humility and gratitude give rise to great vows. Okay, so announcement for the Chinese people. We have Chinese Buddhism class tomorrow. This is the first class. Okay, so and I hope that you can join me. The Zoom link is already on our website in Chinese the Chinese version, so you can check on that. And I hope I can see you on Sunday or next Friday. So let us stand up. And let us thank Buddha and all the good causes and conditions that make this meditation possible.